Alright, we're about to do another one of my most hated driveways. This one stinks. I actually plowed the bottom half of it last night. I didn't want to attempt the upper half. The upper half is a downhill horseshoe. And it's really tricky. It's really difficult. There's cobblestone. I think that's what it, yeah, it's called cobblestone, right? It outlines the edge of the pavement. And cobblestone, I hate cobblestone. You got to be very careful not to damage it. I really hate to bring my plow into any cobblestone, like even lightly tap it, but sometimes, especially when you have an unmarked driveway, it happens. And I've actually been practicing my masonry skills, so, you know, if I do damage a block or two, then I'm confident that's something I could just fix myself without paying a fortune to get it fixed. But again, don't want to do any damage to the property, don't want to do any damage to your plow, so yeah, just got to be careful. Now trying to figure out how I want to do this. It's been a little while. I think I'm going to do the inside edge of this horseshoe first, and then we're going to plow outward. Taking my sweet time. I can see the grass a little bit. I know you can't really see too much on that video, but yeah, this stinks. I'm gonna have to bring my foot up. There's the cobblestone. Okay. Well, that's what trip springs are for. I'm gonna raise the plow up a little bit, back up, reset. Try this again. I'm gonna bring the edge of my truck up actually on their grass, up and over the cobblestone, because I got no choice. There it is. Sorry. And the slower you go, the less likely you are to damage property. I'm not going to bury that in the bank yet because I have a good bit more snow to push down there, so no rush. As opposed to backing up through the horseshoe, I'm going to use the main road. Just back straight up and then come back through the horseshoe. It's easier to do that than to navigate through the horseshoe. Alright, and with these horseshoes, you never want to put too much snow on the inside. You always want to kind of push it out to the outside of the curve. As you can see, that's what I'm trying to do here. The first storm is normally the worst because you don't really have too much of an idea of the outline of the driveway, but after the first storm and you get these banks going, then you kind of have a better idea of where to put the snow. You know what I'm kind of worried about? I'm kind of worried about when I get a bit older than what I am now, you know, when I start hitting my 40s and 50s, because just do so much driving between driving that tractor trailer and at work. I'm driving every day and snow plowing. A lot of back and forth, a lot of heavy brake, accelerator, brake, accelerator. I'm just wondering what kind of damage that's doing to my knee. I got a feeling I'm gonna probably have pretty bad arthritis when I get down the road. Wish there was a way to kind of help prevent that. You know, at the end of the day, you gotta make some money, I guess. How's the saying go? No pain, no gain. Alright, we'll make pretty good progress here. I'm really happy with my decision to wait till the next day to do this, because if I was attempting this at night, being up for 48 hours and only getting like, God, maybe 5 hours of sleep, yeah, things would not have come out this nice. You know, I'm gonna take this pass down. Guess these people never finish their leaf cleanup. That's alright, I don't really clean up my leaves too much anymore anyway. Yeah, it looks nice to clean up your leaves, but if you leave the leaves and let them kind of naturally decompose, they actually help provide nutrients for your grass. I don't add any fertilizer to my personal lawn, and the leaves actually do a pretty good job of adding nutrients back into the ground. Yes, they don't look as nice as if you blew them off, but whatever. Just keep chopping them off with the lawnmower in a couple weeks, you know, they'll blend right in there in the spring. Alright, here's the game. You want to get as close as you can to this cobblestone, but you don't want to hit it. This is where it would be a good idea to have curb guards if you're doing a lot of these driveways. Alright, now I'm going to start doing a bit of an advanced technique. And I've talked about this in a previous video. So, I had to shovel the walkway to this guy's front door, right? And I want to avoid as much work as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here, the plow angled all the way to the left. I'm going to sneak it in here and just drop it all the way down and lift it up a little bit so it's just off the surface of the walk. I'm going to come in here as close as I feel comfortable and just push all this snow off to the left. And that little technique right there saved me a lot of wear and tear on my back and joints. And it also saved me a good bit of time. So I'm going to finish plowing out this horseshoe, and then I'm going to come back up here with the shovel. I've done it in the past where I've just shoveled as soon as I get to the walk. But I don't like to do that. Once I'm in a rhythm of plowing, I like to just continue that rhythm because I already have an idea of where everything is marked. As soon as you go out there and get out of breath from shoveling, then in my opinion it kind of throws you off just a little bit. This is a little late for spring cleanups, or fall cleanups, excuse me. A little early for spring cleanups. I wonder if I should charge extra for plowing leaves. Winter cleanup, something like that. Alright, It's not picture perfect, but that honestly is about as good as I can get it without causing damage to the property or damage to my truck. So let's get this over with. Alright, I've mentioned this in videos in the past. Sometimes it's easier to get out there and do a little bit of shoveling as opposed to plowing blind. And this is a really good case scenario right here. You see, I have the snow probably 5 feet off the edge of this curb. And after I finished shoveling, I took the shovel and I marked out where the curb was. So now I can come back in here and push this bank back probably another 4 or 5 feet, and these people will enjoy that, because now they'll have a bit more room up here. And when I'm plowing this Belgian block and I want to push the snow back, what I'll do is I'll drop the plow, I'll come as close as I feel comfortable getting to the Belgian block, if not lightly tap it, and then raise up the plow maybe 5-6 inches, and then I'll push the snow right over the top of the Belgian block. So I barely make contact with it. I push the snow back, make some more room for a little bit of extra snow if we do get more. And that's just a good way to go about it. There's a little bit of snow in front of this garage, which I'm feeling too lazy to shovel, so I'm going to back drag this and try and clean this up just a little bit. A little bit closer. This is a no-no. Don't get lazy. I'm feeling kind of lazy right now. Takes a lot of practice to get that comfortable and confident to back drag that close. And maybe a little bit of stupidity. So now that I back drag it, I definitely don't want it going back towards the garage door, so I'm angling my plow all the way to the left. Sneaking the plow in here. There's Belgian block down here, so I'm going to raise the plow, push the snow back, make a little bit more room. gotta take one more pass, but just look how clean that is now. Not perfect, but now they don't have any obstruction, any snow obstruction when these people want to pull out the car, so that's the goal. Good enough. Take the truck out of four-wheel, and I will turn around down here. Again, this technique is very frowned upon. In my opinion, it's okay as long as you clean up your mess. Alright, and that's that. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for more.